Johnny was introduced to an apparently Hawaiian girl named Lanai. She had long braided hair and a friendly, insecure smile that demonstrated an earnestness in the face of fear. "What do you do for fun?" she ultimately asked him. "I'm a writer," he said, fiddling with a piece of cardboard paper. "How's that going?" she asked him, similarly fiddling with her braids. "Good," Johnny said, and inadvertently cut himself with a piece of the cardboard paper. She appeared not to notice, and he left to get himself a Band-Aid. Lanai was so beautiful, he kept thinking to himself. She doesn't understand how beautiful she is, and that makes her even more beautiful. Of course, he didn't know her at all, and such thoughts were merely prejudices. She probably had nothing in common with him. "What are your favorite shows?" he asked her. "Family Guy," she said. "Do you like the old episodes?" he asked. "No, the animation was too weird," she said. Okay, so they didn't have everything in common, but that was okay, thought Johnny. Over the next day, he went out of his way to burn her a mixtape of R&B songs he thought she would like. She embraced him upon receiving it, and he blushed. That night, he looked up an email he had received from his supervisor containing all of his coworkers' numbers and to call in case he needed someone to cover his shift. He found Lanai's number and texted it, "Hi, how's it going?" She eventually responded, "Who is this?" "Johnny from work," he said. "We're not supposed to text each other," she responded. "They don't respect you," said Lanai. "I know," said Johnny. "They don't respect me either," said Lanai. "I'm thinking of quitting and getting a job at the Pork Rinds President." "Really?" asked Johnny. "You'd give up a cushy office job for fast food?" "They actually pay more there, and I'd have time to get all my homework done," said Lanai. "I'm planning on transferring to a four-year university." "I got my BA a few years ago," said Johnny. "How's that going for you?" asked Lanai. It took him a second to realize she was sincere. God, she was so beautiful and apparently innocent. "Fine, I guess," said Johnny. "I'm thinking about taking the day off tomorrow," she told him. "I can pay you to cover my shift." "Great, sounds good," said Johnny. "Cool, I'll leave $20 in your drawer." When Johnny returned to work the next day, Hester was pissed. "Where'd this $20 come from?" she asked him. "Lanai paid me to cover her shift," he said casually, not realizing the consequences of what he had said until it was too late. "I didn't hear that," said Brittany from afar. "Please don't do this again," said Hester. "I'll take some time to talk to Lanai about this too, but in the meantime get to work." Johnny scrubbed the toilets and refilled the toilet paper. He watched from a distance as Brittany made phone calls to her friends. He texted Lanai, making sure she knew what happened. She was surprisingly not upset at all. "God, do they have anything better to do with their time?" she asked him. "They don't realize how awesome you are. I mean, you're so nice. Anyone would be grateful to have an employee like you." Johnny was thrilled and invited her to hang out with him. She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no either. She soon quit her job